right, well, my name is Tina Harding, and I work for the State Water Commission. What do you think I might teach you today?
How the water gets filtered.
We're going to talk about what? No, that's not my job.
Not to
But I am
pollute
gonna
in
talk
the
about-
water.
Water, right?
How do you know? What? How do you know?
Just making a guess.
Okay, we're going to talk about water. But we're only going to talk about one thing about water. We're going to talk about an area of land in which rivers and streams flow through, and it stores water. What do we call that? Area of land where streams and rivers flow through, and it stores water.
An ocean?
No, but that's part of it. No, that's part of it though.
Like a large body of water.
No, but that could be part of it. No, that's part of it. Let me ask you this. What do you call that building in the back of your yard that you store tools in?
Shed.
Tool shed, right? So if a tool shed stores tools, what do you think stores water?
A watershed.
A watershed. Everybody say that together.
A watershed.
I am going to teach you about a watershed. Now, why do you think we think water's so important that you get to leave school and come to this class? Not just filtering. We're going to learn about water and how important it is, right? How long can you go without water?
A week. 1 day. 15 days. A week.
Okay,
2 days.
listen.
59 million years.
You can go 3 minutes without air. You can go 3 minutes without air and be okay. You can go 3 weeks without food and be okay. But you can only go 3 days without water before you're not okay. So how important is water?
Really important.
But there's a lot of it, right? There's a lot of water on the earth. How much of the earth is covered with water?
22%.
Yeah, between 70 and 75% of the earth is covered with water. Now that's a lot of water, ladies and gentlemen. Matter of fact, everybody hold up all 10 fingers. Okay? So if the earth is 70% water, how much land do we have?
50.
About 30%, right? Okay, so if this represents water and land, and we have 30% land, how many fingers should we put down? 3. Okay, so this represents all the water on the earth. So if we have this much water, then why are we so concerned about it? Why is people telling you to conserve it? It is what kind of water? Salt water. Matter of fact, I would like for you to put all your fingers down except for your pinky. Out of all the water on earth, only 1/10 of your pinky can we drink. Is that a lot of water? No, that's why we have to talk about water. So what do you think impacts the amount of water we have in a watershed? Well, yes, but what do you think impacts it?
Oh, fudge.
You know what I'm thinking about? Here, maybe you can help me. I'm thinking about something that happens 4 times a year, and they each last about 3 months. No? 4 times a year and last for about 3 months. Seasons. And what are the 4 seasons? Summer, spring, fall, and winter. Do we have more water, less water, or the same amount of water in the spring as we do in this? I mean, do we have the same amount, less, or more in the summer than we do the spring? How many guys think we have the same amount of water in the summer as we do the spring? How many guys think we have more water in the summer than we do the spring? Raise your hand.
Actually, no, no.
Okay, how do you guys think we have less water in the summer than we do the spring? You are correct. What happens to the water in the summer? Well, it dries up because why do we love summer so much? It's nice and hot. And so that heats up the water on the earth. It turns it into a, not air, turns it into a gas or a vapor, which causes it to float up and create clouds. Now, so we have less water on earth in the summer than we do in the spring. Now, do we have more water, the same amount of water, or less water in the winter than we do the spring? How many guys think we have the same amount of water in the winter as we do the spring? How many guys think we have more water in the winter than the spring? Okay? How many guys think we have less water in the winter than the spring? Actually, it's pretty much the same amount. Did you know? Yes. But what form is the water in the winter? What form? Ice, which we call a solid. Okay? In the summer, it turns into a vapor. In the winter, it turns into a... So in the spring, what is it?
Water. Liquid.
A liquid. Because what happens in the spring?
It melts.
We're starting to heat up, right? And it melts those solids into a liquid. Now, can we control water when it's a solid?
No.
How many guys have to shovel the walk after it snows?
What's that wet stuff?
How many guys have seen those mountains of snow
Water.
in the Walmart parking lot? Yeah, so we move that solid around all over the place, don't we? Absolutely. But in the spring, when it turns to a liquid, can we control it? Matter of fact, how many guys have gone by a field after it's spring thaw and it looks like it's an ocean of water? Okay? But it really isn't. It's only about an inch deep. Okay? So we can't control the water. Did you know at one point in North Dakota we had over 2 million acres of wetland to store that water? And when I say wetlands, that means ponds, rivers, and lakes as well. Today we have less than 1 million acres. What happened to over half of the land we used to use for storing water? Not in our tummy. What happened to over half of the land that we used to use to store water? It did become cities. How many guys are from the farming family? You're sort of, what do you grow? What do you?
Well, actually,
Okay, what do they grow? What do you think we grow? Okay? Corn. Corn, wheat, soybeans, right? Sugar beets. How many of you guys have seen corn grow in the middle of a lake? Can we grow corn in the middle of a lake?
no.
Can we grow soybeans in the middle of a pond?
No.
Can we grow turnips in the middle of a river? So if there's water sitting on farmers' land, what do farmers do with that water? They drain it. Yes. Can you grow corn in the middle of a lake?
No.
No, so they need to get rid of that lake, right? So farmers are taking land away from water in order to grow crops. Are you guys okay with that?
No. No.
No. I mean, we should be kind of upset with farmers for that, right? Yeah. She has something really important to tell us. What are you doing? Yeah, you were talking? Okay. All right. So farmers are taking land away from watersheds or storing water. So we should be kind of upset with them for that. Agree? Wait a minute. How do you guys appreciate the fact that you slept under a warm roof last night? How do you guys appreciate the fact that you were able to drive 75 to 80 miles an hour on a paved road? How do you guys appreciate the fact that if your parents let you, You could go to Walmart at 3 a.m. and buy a candy bar.
No.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait. Who gives us the materials to make candy bars?
God. Jesus. Farmers. Jesus.
Who grows the stuff to make candy bars?
Farmers.
Farmers! But we're mad at them. Who gives us the materials to make roads? Who gives us the materials to build that house you slept in? Wait a minute, are we still mad at farmers? So do we have just as much impact on the land as farmers do? Every time we build a house, do we take land away from water?
Yes. No.
Every time we build a road, do we take land away from water? Every time we build a Walmart, do we take land away from water?
Yes.
How can we make sure that we have land for water? No. Do we really need 3 Walmarts in one town?
No.
Could we get away with 2 Walmarts?
No.
Could we get away with 1 Walmart? Yeah. So maybe we shouldn't build such big houses. Or maybe we shouldn't pave all the roads. Or maybe we shouldn't build lots and lots of stores, right?
Yeah. No.
Okay, so because if we don't have land to store water, where's that water going to go? Into your basements. If we take land away from water, it's going to go places we don't want it. Agree?
Yeah, they need a house.
In the house, yeah.
And then puppies.
All right, so we talked about how seasons impact water. We talked about how farmers impact water. And we talked about who. We talked about how we impact water, right? Last thing you need to learn before we have something fun, the parts of a watershed. I need a volunteer.
Me.
Could you come up here and help me, please? What is your name? Dakota. Dakota, stand right here. Dakota, I need you to put your arms out and spread your feet just a little bit. All right. So if we were to do an aerial view of a watershed, it actually would look a lot like Dakota. Matter of fact, if we could see all her veins and vessels, it really would look like a watershed. But they don't let me remove the skin anymore. So you're okay, right? That's good. But I do know that all watersheds start with a head, and we call that headwaters. Can everybody say that?
Water.
And those headwaters flow into a main stem. Everybody say that. What was this? That flow into the... Then we have smaller rivers that feed into the main stem, and we call these tributaries. Can you say that? That flow into the... Everybody together. Main stem that start with the... All right. So all watersheds start with the... I need you to say it together. All start with the water that flow into the main stem that is fed by tributaries. Okay? Where 2 rivers meet, we call that a confluence. Everybody say that again. And a confluence is where 2 rivers meet. Matter of fact, the way I remember it is I don't want to get the confluence. Right? Okay. So all watersheds start with a headwater that flows into the, that's fed by, that meet at the, okay, where does a watershed end? Yeah, see, that's what I would think, but actually that's called the mouth. And the way I remember that is I try to keep my foot out of my mouth. Okay, so are we ready for this? Here's your quiz. All watersheds start with a that flow into the, that's fed by the, that meet at the, and end at the. You guys are excellent. Thank you, Dakota. Now, we know all that. How would you like to see a watershed in action? All right, quickly, come. All right. If you guys look, I with a headwaters. Can you find the headwaters in our watershed? There you go. Now, does tributaries have headwaters? Yeah. Can you find the top of a tributary and stand there? Top? If you come back, the top of a tributary. Huh? Tributary. What's the remember what that is? Your arm. So at the top of the tributary. There you go. Could you find the top of a tributary and stand there? Could you find the top of a tributary and stand there? And could you find the top of a tributary and stand there? All right. So where do we say two rivers meet?
In the middle.
Confluence. Could you find a confluence and stand there? If you don't have a part, I need you to stand back so I know you don't have a part yet. Okay. Could you find a confluence and stand there, please, sir? Where two rivers meet. Where two rivers meet. Two rivers meet. Just one spot, guys. One spot. All right, we have more than where two. Could you find where two rivers meet and stand there, please? Could you find where two rivers meet and stand there? And one over there. Now, where did we say our watershed ended? At the mouth. Could you find the mouth and stand there? All right, so where did we say the watershed flows through? Where's most of the water flow through? Main stem. Could you find the main stem and stand there? Could you find the main stem and stand there? Could you come up here? Okay, right back here.
I'm one with the status.
You need to stand still, okay? Right there. All right. Can you find a spot on the tributary and stand there, please? Take your time. Could you find a spot on the tributary and stand there? Could you find a spot on the main stem and stand there? Yes. Could you find a spot and stand there? On the main stem. There you go. And then you, my friend, could you come and stand between these two young ladies? All right.
Hey.
So, no. Go behind you. Thank you. Right here. Between the two. There you go. All right, so we have the headwaters. Raise your hand. All the headwaters. Raise your hand. All right. We have the tributaries. Raise your hand. We have the confluences. Raise your hand. We have the main stem. Raise your hand. We have the mouth. Raise your hand. What are we missing in our watershed?
Water.
Water. All right. Hold it. Hold this. Don't do anything with it. Hold this. Don't do anything with it. And hold this. All right. If you'll notice, I have given you a bucket of water. I'm smart enough not to give you real water because what will happen? You will dump it. I need you to move right here. All right. Everybody watching me because this is important. Okay? In a minute, we are going to simulate the seasons in a watershed. So the first one we're going to do is summer. That's a 3 count. We're going to go 1 river, 2 river, 3 river. Then I'm going to say pass. You're going to pick up 1 water bead out of your bucket and pass it to the person in front of you. So you just pass it. You need your hands, guys. All right? And then I'm going to say 1 river, 2 river, 3 river. You're going to actually help me count too. 1 river, 2 river, 3 river, pass. You're going to pass it down the watershed. And all the water should end at the what? Feet. The mouth. Raise your hand, mouth. All right. Everybody ready to try this? Okay, let's do this. 1 river, 2 river, 3 river, pass. 1 river, 2 river, 3 river, pass. 1 river, 2 river. Okay, now you got water coming pass. 1 river, 2 river, 3 river, pass. 1 river, 2 river, 3 river, pass. Sir, don't come off your water. All right, some of you guys are taking water from 2 sources, so you need both your hands, please. Okay? Are we ready to speed it up to maybe a fall flow? 2 count? Let's try it. 1 river, 2 river, 3 river, pass. 1 river, 2 river, pass. 1 One river, two river, pass. Let's speed it up to a spring flow. Ready? One river pass. One river pass. One river pass. One river. Hey, hey! Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute, guys.
Oh, the water.
Don't pick it up. Don't pick it up.
Give me two.
Please don't pick up the water. Okay, everybody look at the water that's on the ground. Why is there it overflows? And when the water overflows, what do we call that? A flood. Okay, why does your water overflow?
Water's coming too fast.
Going too fast. We have water coming from you. We have water coming from you. All right, everybody bend over, pick up the water that you dropped. Stay on your watershed, please. What could we possibly do to help control the flow of water in our watershed? Is there something we could build? A dam. Have you guys seen a dam on a river before? And all the water that's behind the dam helps what? Prevent flooding. So where would we build our dam? By the way, I'm going to call the Corps. The Corps engineers are going to say, okay, I'm going to let you build a dam, but you can only build one. Where would we build the dam?
Like you.
Where on the main stem?
Middle.
Okay, he's saying right here. Do you guys agree?
Yes.
Is there somewhere else we can build it? Where else do you think we might build it? Do you agree? Hey guys, we're trying to build a dam down here. Do you know where we should build it? Everybody's saying right here. Everybody agree? All right, so let me go get you a dam. All right, so we're going to build this dam now. We're going to build it right here. That's what you guys said too. So now, on the main stem. Now, when you get beads, you're going to put them in the bucket. When you get beads, you're going to put them in the bucket. Okay? Then when I say pass, you gotta listen. When I say pass, you're going to pick up one bead and pass it down to the mouth. Okay? Got it? All right, let's try it at two flow. Everybody put the beads back in the headwaters. Here we go. One river, two river, pass. 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 Break time! One river pass. 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 Hey, hey! Did we flood? Hey, did we flood just a little bit, but as bad as we did the first time? No. Everybody please put your beads back in the bucket and let's go have a seat on the bucket. Just leave them in the bucket. Leave them in the bucket. Seat on the bucket. Just leave them. Leave them. Leave them. Leave them. Just leave them. Put them in a bucket. Thank you. Have a seat on the bucket. All right. Can you pass out pencils, sir?
I want to try that.
All right. Could you help pass out papers? Yeah. Do this one. Go get the journals on the next one. Take one, pass it down, please.
Thank you.
Take one, pass it down, please. Take one, pass it down, please. Down. Cross. There you go. Take one, pass it down. All right, guys, let's answer the 5 questions. Take one, pass it. Here we go. Number 1.
I have 2.
What do you, everybody on this side. Number 1, what do we call an area of land in which water, rivers and streams, what do we call an area of land drained by a system of rivers and streams? What do we call that? What? Watershed. Write that down. Watershed. Good job. flows into the main stem? What do we call that?
So write down number 1, watershed. Some of you that just
Number
got
2,
your pencils.
what do we call the smaller river? By the way, I have a word bank on the other side for you. What do we call this? No. What do we call this? The smaller river that flows into the main stem.
A dam.
Tributaries. Good job. Good job. Tributaries. It's spelled on the back. We need it.
Oh, fudge.
Number 3, how do the seasons impact the amount of water flowing? In the summer, do we have a fast flow or a slow flow? Slow flow.
Wait, what the? Ice ball shed.
In the summer, we have a slow flow. Number 3. In the winter, in the spring, do we have a fast or a slow? Fast flow. Okay, so number 3, winter, slow flow. Spring, fast flow. Summer, slow flow. Spring, fast flow. Number 3, spring, fast flow. Summer, slow flow. All right. What man-made factors influence the amount of water flowing through a watershed? We built a dam. What else? Roads, farming, right? Building. Okay, good. Last one. What is the name where 2 rivers meet?
So write
Where 2 rivers meet. Confluence. C-O-N. Number 5. C-O-N. F-L-U.
What?
C-O-N. F-L-U. E-N. C-E.
C-E?
All right. Now it's time to rotate. Okay, guys. Put your name on your sheet right now. Put your name on your sheet.